going to reveal Yorian, or?
You guys borrow one. Reveal.
I'm going to.
I'm on the play.
Wait, hold on. Are people laughing and joking around? Did anybody catch that?
Okay. I will start us off. Island. Delver.
All right, turn one, Delver. We are underway. Both players kept 7, as far as I know. Ryan says Alec gets a lot of love on the stream. Rigged. Yeah, we have seen Alec a lot on stream recently. Alec has been sitting at the top tables a lot recently. Here's Once Upon a Time. Specchio pointing out Basic Island is a powerful play. Yeah, it is. It is. By the way, is that island from Unglued? Like, I don't want unsets in my format, you know? Okay, Maze of Ith is found. Pink arrives in the chat. Spy says Lands is finally good again. Yeah, Lands is a top deck in this current format, in my opinion. Expiration off of Yavamaya to start the game. That's a spell you usually want to try to counter. Let's see.
Planes, play Vile.
Yeah, I like the unlands. I'm making fun of Magic players.
Pitch. Delver.
What's that one called?
Unsets, you know, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but UN are the first 2 letters of Universes Beyond, and that might be lost on a lot of people, I think. You've had unsets the whole time. By the way, folks, some of you are so out of touch. We're 5 years in now to Secret Lairs and Universes Beyond. Like, some of you have become the new, what about damage on the stack? Like, just complaining forever. Half the show is roasting Magic players. Royalty Ryan says especially foil unglued lands and some real hotness is beta lands. Wow. So some tempo is happening. The tempo meter is going up.
I'll pass the turn.
LT says, what if Universes Beyond let you stack damage? You know what? That might be a good idea. Specchio asking about mana burn in the chat. Yeah, we have a lot of really out-of-touch Magic players in the chat.
White is the Vigilance.
That's a Maze of Ith that we saw get found off Once Upon a Time. It gets played as land for turn. Doesn't make any mana, but Mox Diamond does, playing that. Discarding a basic forest. Well, Maze of Ith makes mana now because of Yavamaya. All right, it makes mana. Fine.
Sorry. Drop.
Normally, it's not a mana-making land.
Yep. Main 2.
Christmas excited to see Mox Diamond. Very excited.
Yeah, the DRC. Sure.
Another Dragon's Rage Channeler. Another Delver. Well, a Tabernacle might be pretty good here, but if not, the 3-power Flyers might swing for victory in this game for Adam. Alec has some problems to deal with.
Yep.
Pink hoping for a Blast Zone. Could happen. That's Thespian Stage, by the way, for those of you that don't have all the Stellar Sights cards memorized yet. Folks, get with the program. The Stellar Sights set it's already out for a while. Some of you are too slow. Wake up, everybody.
Those 3 thought seasons?
Yeah.
Complete whiff? Damn.
All right, bolt you, get some surveils, try to set up these Delver flips. I like it. Force a will, dumped it to the yard. Well, that could have flipped them. Scalding Tarn into the yard. Interesting.
These resolve. These are still on stat?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Alright, I'll let that happen. Draw. Alright, so before you draw, after you get
Just a 3-3 right now?
He's a 3-3 right now.
Okay, so the Delvers did not flip. Not sure what Adam was looking for off the top of the deck there. I thought we were trying to set up the Delvers to flip, but we dumped a Force of Will. Which, like, I understand Force of Will would not be a good draw here, but... Alright, Alec is making a Marit Lage. And it seems like that led to the end of the game. Kind of an unexpected ending to that game, I guess. I guess Alec got that one.
Attack?
17.
I'll untap it after damage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There was also no Delirium, I guess, right? Huh. Maybe we're trying to set up Delirium over flipping the Delvers. All right, Adam on the play. Game-winning crop rotation. Got the Dark Depths. Made a Marit Lage with the Delver upkeep trigger resolved. No cards in hand for Adam. Made a Marit Lage. That was the game.
1, 2,
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan's saying there was Delirium. The DRCs would have had to attack, so it's not like they were able to stick around and block. All right, Once Upon a Time finds a Dark Depths. Dark Depths was a key part of Game 1.
Resolves.
Expiration off of Yavamaya here.
Yeah. Go ahead. Untap.
That's a Sajiri step, nothing to do with it. Just making the land drop. Sajiri step, a card you'll see once in a while in Legacy. Talon Gates of Madara has kind of taken over to some extent. For the, I guess, saving creatures in Knight of the Reliquary decks and stuff like that.
If this resolves, I'm going to choose Skyfall.
That's 3.
Talon Gates of Madara also can phase out your opponent's creature, which can save your butt sometimes, too. I really like Talon Gates. There's that Dark Depths. Now, Adam has the Wasteland on board this time, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to sneak a Marit Lage onto the board.
But his enters ability, I'm going to target this.
got it.
So, Recruiter's exiled. He has a marker of 3 for when he dies.
I'm still doing more down. And 6.
Malevolent Rumble happening here. I think you could hear my voice. I'm at the adjacent table playing a match. What if in the background you hear me like salt off and be super toxic in the background? Would you stop watching, Jeff?
14. And I'll untap. Sure.
Yep.
And
I would have won, but you had such good draws.
So this, you don't have to choose a target, right?
Nope.
It's opponents only. Correct. And then, yeah.
Ooh, okay, so now Alec has a Wasteland and potentially can start a chain reaction here with himself coming out on top and with a Merit Lage if we get a Thespian stage found and onto the board.
Does it lose that?
Ryan says I'd be fine if I say I didn't get enough sleep. All right, fair enough.
Yep. Yep.
So you don't actually get it.
What do salty Magic players say? Like, what are lines you've heard from salty Magic players, Jack?
2.
Dragon's Rage Channeler, Mishra's Bauble found off Seek the Beast. Questing Druid goes off on an adventure. Now Wasteland, the tap Wasteland. Ugh. Good plays from Alec here. Keith Master Flex arrived in the chat, everybody.
Right.
All right, another Wasteland. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Plays the Bauble, Surveil.
Oh,
It no longer has that ability.
so this illusion is null.
Yeah, that one's not gonna.
That's good to know. Yeah, I've never played against Deadpool before.
Yeah, I'm kind of helping you out here.
Yeah, thank you.
That's his ability. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, well, I can draw one card. So,
I'm gonna bobble you.
Okay, there's a Wasteland on top of Alec's deck, which, to be honest, if you're Adam, you don't want to see here.
Draw.
Deadpool's so weird.
We heard Alec laugh at that draw. Wasteland was kind of exactly the right card. Plays it immediately.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, there is a funny thing that happens on stream sometimes where the players we're watching play are way less talkative than the adjacent table. Very interesting situation. So wastes the volcanic island. Now life from the loam, setting up not ideal plays here for Adam. Crop rotates away the Yavimaya after it's targeted by Wasteland. Things are going wrong for Adam here. Tactical with a great question. What percentage of luck do you think is involved in winning a game in Magic? It's hard to put a number on percentage, but I mean, obviously, this is a game with luck, right? Chess has no luck, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be like 10, 15% maybe. At minimum.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, the best players have like 60% win rates, right?
And I'll resolve. Yep. So these 3.
Which is 3.
I played 1 land. Sacrificed Wastelands.
People, in my opinion, they look at like the current game, the current match they just played. Talking about constructed here, obviously. And they're thinking about like, I got lucky. This was a good or bad matchup. My opponent got lucky in this other way. But like deck registration, that's all basically your choice. And you can be really right or really wrong on that. Dr. Pepper has arrived in the chat.
I'm gonna bend this. With combat. Top turn 3. 1, 2, 3. And I will pass turn.
Well, Alec is blowing up all of Adam's lands. Dragon's Rage Channeler is getting some attacks in. Dredging Loam. Found a Beseiju, not super important here. Casting the Loam now.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper loving the multi-stream a week new schedule. You know what? I'm loving it too, and I'll just take a moment here to thank our members on YouTube. If you hit join on YouTube, members on Patreon, members on Coffee, our subs here on Twitch. By the way, it's September. Get discounts on 90s MTG memberships here on Twitch. And our members on all the other platforms, Discord, etc. Couldn't do it without you. You're the reason we're getting some more streams in. Thank you, and I love it.
This is my answer.
Tell you who's not loving it right now. Adam has no permanence on the board.
I'm going to get this one. Yep. And also...
You know your game isn't going very well when you have no permanence on the board and it's like turn 9 or whatever.
I'll take out the Endurance.
Flawless victory, exactly.
Still in stuff.
Puglia, thank you for the sub with Prime. 9 months, that's a new badge.
Planes.
Yep.
LT with a hot take here. Magic is better when both players have permanence. You know what? You're right.
Last turn. Silver counter. Yep.
Only LT is brave enough to say it, chat.
Stage.
All right, there's Thespian Stage. And Adam will extend the hand, and I think I would have done that a few turns ago. But sometimes the players like to play it out for the camera. GG's. Alec gets it. Crushed Delver with lands. Well played. You know, these tempo players have it rough. This metagame, it's just the game is just not what it used to be. We used to be able to sleeve up Delver and go 3-0 at F&M. Not anymore. Really is a shame. Let's set up another poll for the chat. Keep things moving along.
Sometimes I take it out on Moto. I feel like getting a 2-3 or a 3-2 would have it take 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's not really what it used to be.
Breakfast on the left, that would be Yosef. Dimir on the right, that would be Ed. Both players doing great at local tournaments. Players to watch, in my opinion. Thoughtseize. The hand is revealed. Shuko, Ponder, Daze, Nadu. Savannah and a Pledge Strand as well. Got some recommendations of other TCGs happening in the chat. Salty recommending One Piece. I just don't know anything about One Piece. I've also been hearing about the League of Legends game coming out. I just know nothing about League of Legends. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Pew Pew says hot take, but I'm taking Nadu. It depends what's in hand here a bit. Maybe Shuko could be the choice. I think if I'm Ed, we don't know what's in Ed's hand. I might take Shuko here. I don't think it's correct to take Ponder. There's a redundant copy, and Ponder's not going to win Yosef the game. But Shuko or Nadu can. But Nadu was the choice. We'll see what the YouTube commenters think. Yeah, maybe if there was only one Ponder, maybe, but even then, still, I think I clip one of the combo cards. Yosef in the chat, it's comma, saying, I don't remember this game. You know what? People don't believe me when I say I watch my own matches on stream and I don't remember them. There's proof I'm not lying. When you're like an experienced format specialist, format expert like myself, every game just feels like a blur, you know. Another Thoughtseize. New cards in hand are Brainstorm and Voice of Victory. Now, the second Thoughtseize in hand, I mean, if it was in hand, maybe your choice is differ a little bit from what we were talking about moments ago. This time, maybe it's Shuko. Again, it depends what's in. It depends quite a bit what's in Ed's hand.
Because I'm gonna beat with David. Oh, sure.
Okay, Shuko is selected. So the 2 combo cards were the 2 cards that were ripped out of Yosef's hand to start this game. I personally agree with those decisions. Voice of Victory gets played. I've pointed this out a few times now, but I know some people don't even pay attention when they're watching the streams. Voice of Victory came out in Tarkir, and it feels like with each passing week, I'm seeing more and more of this card. This card is here to stay, it seems. Great card for Legacy. All right, it gets Fatal pushed right into the trash, though. Good cards to eliminate from the board. Your opponent can't cast spells during your turn can be problematic against a combo deck. And just want to, remind everybody that the mobilize mechanic was a mistake.
Your turn.
I'm the only one brave enough to say it. Brainstorm happening here.
You ready? Sure.
By the way, we're a little bit deeper into Spider-Man previews right now. Spider-Man coming out very soon. How's everybody feeling about Spider-Man? Like, what are the vibes? Thumbs up, thumbs down, don't care, not paying attention. What do we have anyone watching excited for Spider-Man? Do we have anyone feeling like how they felt about The Walking Dead and they're all upset? What's going on with Spider-Man? Is everybody okay? Tamio gets Fatal pushed. These Dimir tempo decks pack the removal. Creatures are not safe. Ryan says at least they don't stick around like the Pyromancer tokens. Yeah. Our mayor says looks like it's a bit low power. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. Like, there are some cards that are like a little bit relevant looking. Keith says deflated only because collectability looks difficult. Yeah, I don't know. So I know, like, for Final Fantasy, it was hard to get your hands on cards, and I don't know where Spider-Man's going to end up on that, but that could be frustrating if Final Fantasy is any indicator of that, how that goes. Tactical says Peter Parker's camera seems interesting. Yeah, that one is interesting. Yeah, the NYC, like, art on the cards, like, I'm a lifelong New York City resident living in Queens, and it hits home for me. Like, I'm loving it. There's Nadu. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know what the prices are or anything for the packs. I just don't know that stuff. I don't really pay attention to that. Shoulder's Edict getting Force of Will pitching that Daze we saw earlier. Shoulder's Edict would have been a nice way to get rid of the Nadu. Nadu's going to stick around. Can Yosef take advantage of this window? Okay, Ponder to start the turn. I think the other card in hand was a land. We're looking for Nomads, looking for Shukos. Ponder Shuffle. Good sign for Ed. If you're rooting for Dimir here, a good sign.
Yep. Vortex.
Yep.
17. I'm going to get a scrub line.
How much luck is involved? Pink is asking. It's a good question. Ooh, there's Baragwayf. Baragwayf can't stop any combos, but it does a lot of damage. Swords. Well, as Magic players, we're supposed to be afraid of Lurgoyfs. They taught us that back in the Ice Age days. Baragwayf is the scariest right now. But this time, doesn't stick around.
What is the -5 on this thing?
Yeah, you lose life equal to creatures.
Over the many years of Magic's history, Lurgoyfs have consistently been the scariest creatures.
Also, beginning of combat.
It's gone up and down over time, but here in 2025, the MH3 Lurgoyfs, quite scary.
And serve one at first.
Is it 3?
All right, dumps a Nadu into the graveyard with Surveil. There was a hedge maze there. Nadu's going to attack past the turn, Ed a little bit relieved. We haven't seen any cards to combine with Nadu just yet. Need to get this Nadu off the board, though. That Children's Edict would have been great. Yusuf had the protection.
Yes.
Ed now brainstorming, looking for answers. I see a Bowmaster in hand for Ed. Obviously, the Bowmaster doesn't do enough damage to kill the Nadu, but could punish Yusuf for a cantrip at some point. Found the Fatal Push. Yusuf finds a Plains. Nadu might be cooked. All right, Nadu dies. Scott, thank you for the resub tier 2. That's higher than most of you. 38 months. Really appreciate it, Scott. Thank you for being here.
Eat the life below.
Scott consistently holding us down, supporting the stream. A pillar of our community for sure. Say hello to Scott in the chat. All right, Windswept Heath getting cracked here. Meticulous Archive. I like the names of the Surveil lands. Meticulous Archive, Hedge Maze, Elegant Parlor, Commercial District. They all got cool names. Undercity Sewer. Bowmaster. Their crime scene? I guess so. 8BG talking about a Reddit post of guy found dad's OG Magic collection. Can you post that in our Discord? I did not see that, and I'd love to look at it later. Help me out.
Yeah, you can do that.
Here's Cephalid Illusionist. Unlikely the Illusionist will block here. Well, Yusuf has a play of a Swords on Bowmaster. Not bad. Still will take a damage from an Orc army, though.
I know you have fucking cards. Question is, do I push you on?
All right, Yosef is thinking about blocking, it turns out.
You can change your own thing.
I'll go.
Yeah, the lands from Karlov Manor, the Surveil lands, as I'm calling them, are crime scenes, and that might be a cooler name than just Surveil lands. I agree with that. That is pretty cool sounding. I mean, good luck trying to get that catch on, though. I mean, I don't know. Here's Teferi. They're lands and they surveil. Okay, flashing in a Brazen Borrower in response to a Teferi. It might get bounced then. Teferi drops to 1 loyalty, bouncing the Borrower. Now a brainstorm for Yosef, who's looking for ways to win this game. Pizza saying some folks at the LGS already calling them crime scenes. Fair enough. I like that. Crime scenes.
Hold on, I want to read this one.
All right, a Bowmaster finishes off Teferi.
Okay.
Pew Pew says MTG lore only matters in the context of bitching about universes beyond. Otherwise, MTG lore is dumb and who cares? We want all the cards that come into Legacy to pass through Standard first, a format that we would never, ever play. And we need all of the lore to be exactly the way we want it, or we're pissed.
Guess your orc.
But like experience the richness and depth of like the new sets with new lore. Not gonna bother, you know.
When you bounce it.
I'm not gonna draft Thunder Junction. You know what I mean? Like what a waste of time. All right, here's Kaito. It's Kaito, everybody, the best planeswalker.
Zero.
The supervillain is in the chat. So can we just start with like not Spider-Man lore? Wow. Coming from the supervillain, that's very interesting.
I don't.
I was saying as we started the stream, we're 5 years in to Secret Lairs and Universes Beyond. Some of these people have become the new, what about damage on the stack? Like, it's 5 years already. Like, enough. It's a part of Magic now. Take it or leave it.
They've done really good. I will say they have only done one thing not great, and that was like what burgers at Karloff because they investigated them. It was kind of like a nothing burger.
The Walking Dead set was 5 years ago, Chad.
How much life that's worth?
Yeah, I was in the process of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures in the yard, so I've gained 7.
Serious with a great question. Will Magic players ever be satisfied with the game? You know what? Most are. Pap says, I remember Spider-Man being filmed in NYC when I was at a Legacy tournament 20 years ago. Got a Spider-Man comic signed. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Go ahead.
5/5 Orc Army now. Bowmaster putting in work. Yosef looking for stuff to do. Been making land drops, but hasn't been able to threaten Ed too much in this game. I did not know Spider-Man's house is on Metropolitan Avenue. You know what? Shame on me. All right, there's Cephalid Illusionist. Uh-oh. No Man's in Core. Ed tapped out.
Target.
There's Dread Return. There's a Narcomoeba. Uh-oh. Damn. Yosef takes the game. Game 1 goes to breakfast.
Yep. And hit your graveyard for a second.
So for anyone not familiar, Cephalid Illusionist, you target it over and over again with No Man's in Core or Shuko. Mill your deck, Narcomoebas enter the battlefield. You flashback Dread Return, no library, get a Thassa's Oracle, win the game. That's basically how that played out. And Ezra's is Ed in the chat saying I really messed up here. Did you have removal and tapped out? Or should have held the Bowmaster, or what? What was the screw up? All right, here's a Tameo on turn 1 for Ed, who is on the play here for game 2.
That is not. What the hell?
I'll pay for like 13.
Okay. Oh, is that oh, right, yeah. Yes. Got it.
Hey, Dave, it's a magic card.
Sorry, I'll do 9. Draw all 3 cards.
That's something you did in months ago.
Yeah, maybe holding the Bowmaster would have been better. Bowmaster can shoot Nomads and Core or Illusionist. With the other card on the stack, kind of thing. Fair enough.
Go to Dex.
Floating white, I'll try.
Maybe got a little bit too aggressive there. You do have to keep defenses up against these breakfast decks, as we just saw in game 1. They can just look like they're on the verge of losing and then combo.
Yes.
Tameo's attacking, making a clue. There is an official Wizards of the Coast sanctioned by the DCI clue token. Everybody take notes.
I'll just not attack. Go to second main. Cast Roost.
All right, there is Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga, people in the chat saying might have some new things to play with from Spider-Man. There's a brainstorm happening here after the clue is correct.
Good.
Ed's saying had it locked with Kaito out and Bowmaster in hand, just saw brainstorm and got greedy. Yeah, maybe the brainstorm looked like an opportunity for Bowmaster, but wasn't completely necessary. Could have held Bowmaster as removal. Yeah, I think we've all been there where we kind of fall for it. See an opportunity you would normally take and don't consider not taking it. Looks like Kaito making an appearance now. Tameo attacked, made a clue. Kaito gets ninjutsu'd onto the board, does 3 damage. Now Kaito will use its 0 ability.
Suit up the formal wear on the Orc Army.
Yep.
Roland putting it perfectly. You know what? This is the most perfect way I've seen this matchup described. Beating breakfast is like trying to catch a slippery fish by hand. That is so true.
Go ahead.
Excellent description by Roland. A+.
Yep.
Yep. And next turn I can buy back the Force of Will.
You think you got it and it just slips away. Oh man, that is so perfect. Write that down, everybody. Put that in your notes. Okay, Petty Theft bouncing Kaito. It does not have hexproof on Yosef's turn. Yosef saying, not the first time I've gotten someone with that exact sequence and won't be the last. Yeah, baiting out the Bowmaster so it can't be used as removal is what we were talking about. Force pitching Tameo on the Petty Theft. Kaito's going to stick around. So, just slowing things down, looking at the details. Force of Will fired off here on Petty Theft. Now, you're up against a combo deck. There's an argument for keeping the Force of Wills in hand for the combo cards, right? The Nadus, the Nomads and Core. Let's have a little illusionist. Here's a Nomads and Core now. Ed choosing to protect Kaito there. It's not like Kaito is going to deliver lethal damage on the following turn. We're gonna have to see how this works out.
Instead of flashing Kalia.
Maybe I like me personally, I have a tendency to be skeptical of those plays. Playing as a tempo deck against combo, protecting my creature. Just something to take note of as we continue watching this game. How does that force of will on petty theft affect the outcome of this game? We're gonna have to see. I don't know. And obviously, a lot of this depends on what's in Ed's hand. Ed's sitting in the seat playing the game. Ed's read on what could be in Yosef's hand, etc. We know Urza Saga's on the board. Urza Saga could take up next turn, find a Shuko, can't force a will that. There's a lot to consider here, but new name of the deck is Slippery Fish. I don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, Wasteland on Saga. This goes back to what I was saying just a moment ago. A lot of this depends on what's in Ed's hand. Or do we have a solution for Urza Saga? We do now. And Yosef sitting on the other side saying right now, I like his play a lot, keeps pressure on with built-in card advantage. You do have to, we joke a bit on this channel about tempo. What is tempo? But you do have to, apply pressure on your opponent's life total, too. You can't just, sit there and I'm going to control everything. I'm going to, counter and I'm going to daze. I'm going to fire off a fatal push at the right time. You do have to, attack, And that's the trade-off. That's what you need to balance. Mark in the chat says Nadu Breakfast is especially hard. They used to be a graveyard deck, and you could fight them off while you plan to fight the Dread Return line. Now they could put their deck into play and beat you down with a flyer. Yeah, the Nadu part of the deck has changed things quite a bit. Here's Brainstorm. And at this point in time, we don't have a Harsh Mentor or Clarion Conqueror or what's the other one? Whatever. You get the idea. Capable of just stopping this deck in its tracks. It still somehow finds a way, it feels like. Those cards just haven't been able to fight off the Nadu decks.
Time to think about it, and I'm not very confident in things I decided.
Don't worry.
Clarion Conqueror, though, picking up a bit. Seeing that card more and more in sideboards and on legacy tables. It's been somewhat effective. It also stops the artifact decks, which is another discussion. All right, here's Voice of Victory. I was just praising this card earlier on today's stream. It's been good. Ed has a Dimir, Kaito emblem, bottom right of your screen. Take note of that. Pew Pew says the game is filled with threats plus engines at the moment with cards like Kaito, Baraglyph, Nadu. Yeah, there are some powerful creatures and permanents, I guess, that aren't artifacts and enchantments that have become kind of the focus, at least in Legacy. All right, Thoughtseize happening here. There is a Nadu in hand. That might be the choice based on what we saw earlier in this match. There's also a Nomads and Core, Prismatic Vista, a Prismatic Ending, and a Ponder. I don't know if Prismatic Vista is going to do the job with Kaito. There is a chance you would consider Nomads here, but I think I think the choice has to be Nadu. Okay, Fatal Push on the Voice of Victory, not bad. Voice of Victory could potentially be a good way to attack Kaito. Kaito still at 5 loyalty. Saga ticks up to 2. Yeah, Uro used to be the threat engine card, which is why, I joke about it sometimes. People were calling for it to be banned at one point. Looking at the metagame now, if I were to post a social media post on social media today calling for Uro to be banned in Legacy, people would think I'm out of my mind, right? But at one time, it was a big part of the format.
I think either way, we're gonna have to work hard for wins in this matchup.
Oh, yeah. At the pace. I think, oh, yeah.
There's a ponder happening right now on Yosef's side.
This is like Cradle control.
Trying to rebuild a little bit after losing Nadu from a Thoughtseize. Ryan says would need a tinfoil hat. Yeah, possibly.
Like 40 of your cards.
All right, there's that Nomads and Core.
I don't really know why Grist is falling out of favor. This card is a huge pain in the ass for me.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I haven't seen one in a while.
It's still great. It does have some weaknesses though, like Children's Edict, stuff like that. Just kind of destroy it. But
Okay, Brainstorm here for Ed. Still has that Kaido around. 5 loyalty on it right now. Nomads and Core just standing there on the other side. It is a combo piece. You might want to get rid of it. Kaido's going to continue taking chunks out of Yosef's life total as well. All right, there's the Fatal Push. Gets rid of the Nomads. Another Core down.
Oh, yeah.
Drops Yosef to 7 with the attack. I don't believe Kaito has used loyalty yet this turn. Kind of lost track. Yeah, Fatal Push is the Goif killer. Fatal Push, right? Look at all the power creep. Bring back Terror. This game is going down the drain, Chad. Wasteland goes after Savannah. Okay. Cuts white and green. Leaves Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga's going to pop now, floating a mana. It's probably going to find Shuko, is my guess. There is Shuko. All right, now a ponder for Yosef. Not going to be able to illusionist this turn. Still has a mana floating, I guess, from Urza Saga. Oh, I guess with land drop, then yeah, okay. So mana floating, yeah, could still illusionist this turn. Pap came back to the game after 15 years and was greeted with Allosaurus Shepherd. Talk about power creep. Yeah.
kind of.
15 years later, we should still have creatures roughly the power level of Herloon Minotaur, right, Jeff? Here's Windswept Heath, getting cracked. Ed took game 2. Finds a drop.
Oh, this is
Carpet of Flowers. Okay, that might take a little while to do some damage, but it could do a lot of damage in this game. So it's getting force pitching Tamio.
What'd you pitch? Tamio?
That's why.
Fair enough.
All right, there's Tamio.
Let me just play with one ring and get out of every situation.
Ryan talking about Siege Rhino in the chat. There was a time that card seemed unbeatable, right? I was just kind of getting back into the game when Siege Rhino was hot and standard. I was drafting Kanza Tarkir like crazy, chat. Here's Prismatic Ending. All right, Tamio eliminated. Not bad. Undercity sewer surveil. Is someone salting in the background? I didn't hear it.
It probably has to be something. Yeah. Super confident, but I don't.
Looked like a wasteland was on top of the deck, and Ed left it there, I think. Here's a ponder.
Go to combat.
We talk a little bit on stream, like how to beat these breakfast decks. Their mana is a little sketchy and could potentially be, depending on your situation, a great way to beat your breakfast opponent is to blow up their lands. Monka TG has arrived in the chat saying, "Gangstas, what's up, guys?" in the McLovin voice. Very interesting entrance from Monka. Say hello to Monka in the chat. Very interesting entrance in the chat. All right, here's a ponder now for Yosef. Looking for stuff to do.
Is this when it comes in? How many lands, or is it?
Yeah, it's when it
how
comes in.
many?
Yeah, I'm gonna mark it.
All right, there's an Urza Saga. That could potentially be something to blow up.
I got me at 14 at Fonzie's.
Twitch chat debating which salt is the best.
And then kind of. But wait, did I ever attack you?
Ooh. Well, we were talking about disrupting the breakfast deck using mana denial. This Harbinger of the Seas could be a big problem for Yosef here.
Unless there's something we're forgetting. I never attack.
Could still potentially Shuko into Illusionist, though. We have to be careful if we're Ed. Shuko's on the board.
Yep.
Baraglyph. All right, that's going to hit pretty hard.
Let's see. I got instant land.
That's fine.
I have sorcery, plenty, enchantments, instant lands. I guess
Wrong guy.
All right, Baraglyph has 4 power, confirmed. There's an enchantment in Yosef's yard. $20.25, Magic players still running away, scared of Lurgoyfs. Nothing has changed. What about the lore? Everything's universes beyond now.
Minus Chris hit the Stoneblade.
wait one more turn so I can make infinite construct? Please?
Most unfine over 6.
I'm gonna try to memory strain, targeting myself.
Yeah, swing it up.
So
Cast this again. Four this time.
I've got
I
instant
can't.
land.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, so Memory's Journey getting cast here. Trying to shrink the Baraglyph a bit. Getting rid of the enchantment in the yard. Dropping its power to 3. It's something.
14
Take 5.
Thing.
I get my trigger for 3.
All right, no creatures found from the Baraglyph's dealing damage ability.
Skyclave apparition?
And it's still
Point at Grist. Yep.
Go ahead.
And so go.
Yeah, there's going to be like a Magic the Gathering character on Street Fighter or something, and people are going to be so excited about it. Magic players, that is. And they're just not going to understand the irony.
So good.
No blocks.
Is that serious?
No.
Super Smash Brothers is going to get a Magic character. This is so cool!
What do I want to be disappointed by in my next game?
Just not even seeing the irony.
No, wait, fuck, no, order.
Watch. I'm calling it now. Watch.
Go.
All right. Yosef continues to have mana problems. Baraglyph continues to attack. Harbinger of the Seas looking really good on this current board. Yosef kind of needs to get rid of it.
Play this one. Press two.
Yikes. All right, Bowmaster closes it out. GG's. Dimir gets it. Add this one to your spreadsheet. Well played. Well played.
We said low.
Same players. This I don't know if this has ever happened before on stream. We have the same players on the same sides of the table, but one of them has a different deck. Yosef on the left with Cradle, Ed on the right with Dimir. Let's do it. Tier 2 sub in the chat. Mark says, I want to watch my match with Gabe. It was fun. Yeah, we have the Twitch chat vote round by round. If you're watching this later on YouTube, wondering, why are we watching this? Our live chat votes round by round which matches we will watch. And people rig the polls. It's really crazy. Here's a Tamio. A little bit of time travel happening on today's stream. I think this is the first time this ever happened. Back-to-back matches with the same players sitting on the same sides of the table. This is incredible. Wow.
I need it for good luck.
Here's Noble Hierarch.
Unless you want to date him.
Okay.
19.
Twitch chat very skeptical of what's going on today's stream. So now, with a Tamio on the board, cracking a fetch, and maybe a Bowmaster is eliminating Noble Hierarch here.
The door.
There it is, everybody. Orcish Bowmaster. The only way to beat the Bowmaster is with your own Bowmaster. It's warped the format, the play patterns, and ruined everything. Wow. We only have to thank the people that tweeted about wanting a Lord of the Rings magic set.
Is that good?
I'm gonna need.
Ryan says the orcs are really annoying in Lord of the Rings. You know what? Maybe they are. All right, 2 more hierarchs. One of them getting dazed. Lord of the Rings video game? Okay.
You said
Okay, Tamio, Bowmaster, Orc Army all attacking here. Sorry for that Discord ping. I always forget to silence it. People just blowing up my Discord all day, you know?
it's like 4?
People just throwing me questions. Chris, is control viable? You know? Guy's Cradle gets blown up.
It's fine to count though. It's fine to. Oh, it's actually just because we're on the. Yeah.
Yeah, it is doing the tempo stuff here. Remove your creature, blow up your land, attack with small creatures. Lots of tempo. Pew Pew wondering about the creature placement? You know what? This is a strange show.
Cards in hand?
4 cards in hand for Yosef. I met a stranger over the weekend. I've been selling some older camera equipment I have and stuff. It's a whole thing. By the way, Facebook Marketplace, very interesting experience. But somebody asked me, what kind of things are you working on these days? And I was like,
No, that's not. It's a trigger, yeah.
I don't know. Like, do I really want to start talking about this channel with a stranger? All right, here's Endurance.
Who would have thought? Cradle.
Like, what is even going on here on this channel, right, chat?
So now...
Mr. Bibb says Facebook Marketplace in NYC has to be crazy.
It's feels weird having
Just in case.
on 5, but so my turn.
I had good experiences, though. I met up with, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 people, sold my stuff very easily, very easy to do, and, you know, met some cool people, I guess, but also very interesting. Just the process of chatting with people. I listed something for, like, this was my bad. I was like, somebody locally will come pick this up for a couple bucks. I'll list this thing for $50. It's just like a little thing. I must have got like 600 messages. Will you take 40? What about 35? I'm like, I had to take it down. I was like, forget it. I don't even want money. Yeah, digital payment with PayPal worked. I asked chat recently about what would be best. I used PayPal. That's a questing beast, by the way, on Yosef's board. I'm a fan of that card.
3 lands,
Still
2
5
creatures.
then,
So
so
5 total.
land, creature. Yep. So I go 26. I leave the city. 10. Go.
Chance, haste, death touch, can't be blocked by things 2 or less. If it deals damage to you, it deals trample damage to a plane.
I like Yosef just reciting the text while Ed reads it.
And destroy that.
That felt like we hit play on Yosef. Like, play the text of Questing Beast. Vigilance, death touch, haste. Like a computer.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
All right, here's a Baroglyph. Jerry has arrived in the chat just in time for tempo. If you keep an eye out for it, you'll see and feel the tempo check.
I'm just looking at the sites.
Tameo attacks, makes a clue. Baroglyph with only 2 power at the moment.
Drain you for 2.
Playing as Zenith decks for the last, however long. Occasionally Zenithing for or casting a Questing Beast and attacking with it, and having my opponents not really understand how the card works has been interesting.
I mean, unless like we wanted to really hold this out.
Breaks through the 1 ring triggers. You can attack right through a 1 ring protection. Maze of Ith doesn't stop it. Has a lot of interesting interactions. Here's White of the Reliquary. I love this card. I think someone coughed in the background. Don't worry, they were removed.
I go to 16, I go to 29. Trigger.
Someone coughs at these local events. Somebody comes up to them and is just like, "You're out of here."
It's just missing instant. So mill 6, 3.
Just see them gathering their things and never see them again. They're gone. Did they cover their mouth? Come on, do you even have to ask? Of course they did.
No, they changed it, so waste your body. The only way the difference is 3. Here we go. Well, 2-1-1. Oh, yes, because yeah, so 2-1-1 is just speaking.
All right, Ryan coughs into his elbow. That's good. That's good.
2-2 is the same as. So if you want.
Good job, Ryan. Here's a ponder. I see a Kaito in hand for Ed. That could be a way to disrupt here in a big way. Stunning a questing beast or something. Yeah, 1-year-olds are the worst with the coughing. It really is bad. I'm sick of it.
Make a green. Set this to the right.
1-year-olds have no shame. Yeah, it's bad out there.
Wasteland Waster Saga. Dude. Sorry. Here we go.
We're not frozen here, Ed, just thinking. Sometimes when the players don't move for a moment, I think, oh, did we freeze up? We're good. Here's Tamio attacking. All right, petty theft on the white. All right, the white will be bounced. It was summoning sick. Brazen Borrower going off on an adventure. Let's check Ed's etiquette here for adventures. Let's keep an eye out for this. Look at that, everybody. Round of applause in the chat. Roland just got back from lunch. Yosef is still playing against Ed. This match has been going on for 3 hours, Roland. Much respect in the chat.
41, 46.
There's a Dryad Arbor. Wizards of the Coast, if you're watching, I have a important message to deliver to you. We need, and this is like an emergency, by the way. Like, you know, when people call for emergency bans, this is an emergency, an actual emergency. We need more green zeros for Zenith decks. Now.
Okay.
Yeah, Roland's saying these guys love Legacy. Yeah. Yeah. Do we think Ed and Yosef think that Legacy is the best format, chat? Is that possible?
Your deck is similar to mine.
All right, Grist comes in. We're going to sack Dryad Arbor, kill the Barrogoyf. That's pretty good for Yosef here. Now Questing Beast will be able to attack. It cannot be blocked. Endurance, Chump. Ouch. So Questing Beast gets through. Yosef's going to fetch here. We might see the white get cast again. Because it was bounced last turn. There is the white. So only Tamio remains. Ed might need a little help here. Questing Beast and the White are big problems. Grist is an enormous problem. Yosef's board has Yosef very favored in this game at the moment. Ed's life total is low as well. And Yosef is at a healthy 14 life. Could see a Bowmaster potentially eliminate Grist here, but there are a bunch of problems to solve. Okay, another Paraguay isn't the worst. It's not bad at all, actually.
Still 2 from
Land creature, right?
Yep.
Just 3 power on the Paraguay. It does allow it to potentially block Questing Beast. We could see the White set up a kill here. Don't forget. Potentially. Oh, I guess Tamio could still block if the Paraguay is phased out, but... Well, we'll see. Okay, that's an insect created by Grist. I guess Paraguay's power toughness is still 3-4. Attacking with everybody. Gonna sack the insect here with the White. The White is attacking. And, alright, Ed's gonna scoop it up. So now Ed will be on the play. These Cradle Zenith decks. At least like the one Yosef is playing. Yosef's not playing a natural order package in this deck. But cards like Endurance, Grist, White of the Reliquary, and Scythecat Cub, and all these cards, like, they could be pretty problematic for the blue-black players.
That's what we're doing.
They also occasionally catch you with a Bowmaster. They're well set up to beat tempo here. Post sideboard, Ed might have some goodies to help out. Yosef might bring in some nasty things.
Oh, I mean, I would have.
That's a Once Upon a Time. Great way to start a game.
I mean, otherwise, I'm just getting used to it.
Pew Pew says we need to ban Bajuka Bog. Yeah, Bajuka Bog's another one. It might need to be banned. You're right. Put it on the watch list for now.
Yeah, I look at.
By the way, chat, I've lost track. It's so hard to keep track of this stuff. What cards are on the watch list right now? Like, can we get an update on that? I just don't know, you know? I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep, and I just keep thinking, like, what's on the watch list? You know, I just have no idea.
I like it more than Suplex. I just like having an insect.
It's keeping me up. All right, we're gonna surveil.
I don't know what you care about. You know what I mean?
You know, we've had 2 new formats in recent years ban the fetch lands. I don't know.
It's definitely, it can be a huge pain. So, like, it's more of a pain because I went back to 2 casts. Like, when formats came out, I can drop stock.
Bowmaster kills another Hierarch.
Because your other card, you're trying to just fucking cast everything into now is the Clinical Emissary. It's blue, and it makes artifacts. It's just like, not that patch is not really good, but like Pinnacle is just like...
One card in hand? Yep.
This deck gets around 20 blueprints. So like, when it was running force, it was on like 17 to 19.
Alright, another Hierarch. Ramp.
20 depending on your build. Because on force and
Yosef is ramping like crazy.
cap on top monitors, so it's like...
Try to bring some for 0.
More ramp. Greenson for 0. Looking for Dryad Arbor if this resolves.
I'm only on 2 agent tunes.
All right, it's going to resolve. Ryan says Brainstorm is on the watch list. It could be. It could be. Just keep an eye on the watch list, everybody. This stuff is important.
The Reanimator and stuff, you know? I was thinking about putting in a props to do it faster.
Yeah, I like it.
Make my pop models go, of course.
Lord has arrived in the chat. Didn't know we were live today. Made it a little late. You know, if you, dear viewer, want to know when we are live, make sure you are in the damn 90s MTG Discord server. First of all. All right, here's a Barrowglyph. Card's good. Tapping the creatures here. Might want to keep one back on defense. It depends. Sylvan Safekeeper. This card's good. And there's the Scythe Cat Cub chat. It took a long time for this card to catch on. And now it's in just about every Zenith deck, it feels like. Card's good. And it's getting forced. Ed respecting it. I think at this point we've all been beat down by the Cub. At least once. And the Safekeeper makes it really difficult to remove, as you can imagine.
I don't even know what card it is. I mean, if I get a Tezzeret, I guess that's like the big hit.
Abrupt Decay on the Barrowglyph. I've been playing some Abrupt Decays these days. The card's really good in the format right now. I've been blowing up everything from Tamiyo to Barrowglyph to Bridges and well, all kinds of crap. Blood Moons, you name it. Abrupt Decay feels solid right now. My opinion. Just a disclaimer, though, I have never won an MTGO challenge. These are like the huge, like 40-player events on MTGO. I never won one, so like don't even write down what I'm saying. You know. You know, we're getting a lot of questions in the chat about Hogak Pox recently. I think people really were liking that one. Fatal Push on the Safekeeper. That's gonna probably cause Yosef to sacrifice a land. Occasionally you'll just see Fatal Push function as a strip mine of sorts against these Safekeeper decks. It's either lose your Safekeeper or lose a land. Up to you. And sometimes that decision is hard for the player on the other side.
See you, bro. We'll be back next Monday, I think. And possibly the Monday after that.
Pinoy saying, I just love new archetypes, especially ones with loam. Yeah, you know, what do I want to say about this? I think Life from the Loam decks are really good right now. Eumidian Hatchery has impressed. I don't know if Hogak is necessarily going to be tier 1 or something. But there's a lot of experimentation going on with those kinds of decks and probably more to explore. All right, then a Wasteland, blow up Cradle. Ed starting to try to slow down Yosef's mana right now. Ooh, another Cradle. That's kind of rough.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So much for that. I was about to say preventing Yosef from being able to grist and Zenith for questing beasts and all that fun stuff. Could be important in this game, but had another Cradle kind of changes the situation.
7. I'm at 8.
It may well be Hogak's time to shine. I don't know, but the loam hatchery stuff. I think we're onto something there. All right, here's a big Green Sun Zenith,
Yeah, it's plucking.
and Ed might be in trouble.
Well, like this. So this is locked. Yeah.
Ed went after the mana, tried to prevent exactly this from happening, but so far it might not be working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be a world where Punishing Fire comes back again. I think, like, there are way fewer people, like, experimenting with Zenith Loam decks and just Loam decks than I think there could be. Questing Beast back on the board. And that's going to be difficult to work with. Here's a Brainstorm. Questing Beast will make blocking very difficult. Kaito potentially could stop it for a while.
Now I know what you're doing. I did not know what you were doing anymore.
Removal spells won't work very well. Safekeeper's on the board.
I played against this a few times in leagues.
It's fun. It's not good.
Safekeeper will sack a land. Toxic Deluge could potentially work. Ed's life total getting really low, though, really fast. Gonna run out of time quickly here. To 8 with the attack from the Questing Beast. Exalted triggers on Questing Beast. If you've ever attacked with a Questing Beast with Exalted triggers on it and won the game with that attack, you've lived, chat. And your opponent has a bunch of creatures that can't block. It's a good feeling.
Vigilance.
Yeah, I was just like getting a little tired of lands. I wanted to do
It's a Vigilance Death Toucher. Questing Beast, a favorite of mine.
And I was playing Legacy on MTGO.
All right, there's a 6/6 Murktide. That could help the situation quite a bit here. That was actually a really good play there from Ed. Questing Beast might have to slam the brakes. That's an important Murktide on this current board. And Yosef does not have a way to phase it out or anything at the moment. Cub, okay.
I like when the Modern Horizons cards, not that they all need to be this way, but it feels like it could be from Rise of the Eldrazi. Like, it could have been in that set.
Yeah.
It might have even been in the design file and just didn't make it different.
Right.
Just like it.
So Questing Beast holds off for now. The Murktide's going to play some excellent defense. Obviously, though, if we're Ed, we still want to somehow beat this Questing Druid and start attacking. We can't just play defense forever.
Made for an interesting game too, because like, what do they mean by yeah, the way I sideboard it.
With the Cub, we could potentially make the Questing Beast bigger than Murktide. That's something to watch out for here. All right, another Zenith. I guess X is 3 with 1 mana floating. It might get grist here and eliminate Murktide. That was a really good draw for Yosef.
Yeah.
But that's what these decks do. They draw Zeniths and then tutor for stuff. Ed needs to stop this Green Sun Zenith if possible.
Right. And then you're staring down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so my hand was basically like, play a land, play 2
to
Mox
give Shroud.
get back to 2 lands at the start kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I've been like, wow, I'm so ahead in this game.
Not sure what the question is here. Can Safekeeper only give creatures Shroud? I think that's what they're asking. The answer is yes. So maybe Ed considering if Grist comes down, I can kill it or something. Unclear. I mean, if you have Force Blue card, you're gonna stop the Zenith on the stack, I think. This is potentially a game-winning Green Sun Zenith right now in my mind. Judging by how long this is taking, Ed might not have it. Okay, Bitter Triumph in response, targeting the Questing Beast, discarding Brazen Borrower. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot Ed can do if he can't counter the Green Sun Zenith, I think. But now a fetch here in response to a Bitter Triumph targeting Questing Beast. Probably see a Cub trigger, put a counter on, maybe Questing Beast, get another Dryad Arbor. Oh, it's going to put a counter on the Cub. Okay. Fair enough.
What you targeting this one? Sack.
Okay, sacks the brand new Dryad Arbor to protect Questing Beast, giving it Shroud.
It's good.
All right, Green Sun Zenith is going to resolve. This might be game.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know.
So if you could just
I guess making the Cub bigger so it can attack into Bowmaster or Orc Army makes sense. There is Grist, the Hunger Tide. And that is the match. Yosef gets it. Well played. GG's. The power of Cradle, everybody. When you draw it right after your other one was wasted. You gotta draw another Cradle right after your Cradle gets blown up. That was a good play. That was a good play. Kidding, of course. Why not sack the fetch to the Safekeeper instead of using it? To get a Cub trigger, probably more than anything. Okay. Let us keep things moving along. Gonna get another poll in the chat. We have to get another one with Yosef and Ed. That might be hard to do. Which match next?
Sounds good. Alright.
And
Yeah.
this hand of magic.
All right, Gabe on the left with Reanimator, and on the right we have Mark making their 90s MTG debut on Esper. One card on the bottom for Gabe. I think this is Mark's debut. I think so. It's so hard to keep track.
Anything else?
That's gonna be it.
Tamio making an appearance here. All right, Mark confirms it is. Overtime, I like to point out, maybe people don't care. I don't know. I don't care if you care. Overtime, we have new faces showing up at the locals and jamming some games, getting more experienced, making their ways to the top tables, and then their names end up on stream. I'll pause my story there for this thought seize. Astrologians, Planisphere, Force of Will, Ponder, Brainstorm. A lot of blue cards with Tamio on the table. Brainstorm will be selected. Good choice.
We'll go to combat.
You get a clue.
Also weird. And Sabe.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, introducing all of you to new people over time is one of my favorite things about running this channel.
I'll go ahead and
Here's a Ponder for Mark.
I'll crack the marshmallows.
The Planisphere, one of few cards from Final Fantasy seeing play in Legacy. I like this card. Real Bad says that's fair, but what you need to be scared of is Chris reporting you to the DCI for playing the wrong token. You know, we're going to be keeping an eye out on all of our streams for people with bad tokens and reporting all of it.
Go ahead.
Wasteland gets fired off.
Combat?
Yep.
I got dice in a moment.
I got you.
Thank you. Congress good.
All right, Tamio makes a clue. 2 clues now. So Force Planisphere face up. Known cards in hand. I don't know if the players sat down knowing what each other were playing. Could matter a bit here.
Man, only one underground sea is coming back to bite me right now. I'm still gonna fetch. Sure.
It's pretty clear Mark is on some kind of blue control-y, tempo-y something.
I'm just gonna get...
Like, this isn't Doomsday, you know? If you're sitting in Gabe's seat, you're not thinking you're up against a combo deck right now.
10. And face drop.
Or do I want to believe in the heart of the cards?
And pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna get...
Not sure what's happening now? Okay, Basic Island.
I'm gonna attempt to cast a brainstorm.
I'd like to respond.
Alright, gonna try and flip Tameo here with a Brainstorm. Brainstorm in response to Brainstorm. I'll brainstorm your Brainstorm. Legacy, the best format. What interesting gameplay we have. Wow.
You're in step. I'm gonna try to cast an orc.
I told Mark, actually, and I've told other people, like, if you're going to cast this version of Brainstorm, you have to call it Endwalker. Like, you have to say, I will Endwalker.
17.
Force pitching Murktide.
Let the mana.
Yeah, I'll force back.
Okay, sounds
Yeah, okay.
And tap.
Force pitching the Astrologian's Planisphere, and it looks like Tameo might be on the verge of transforming. Exciting.
These two back.
Sure.
Mark in the chat saying this is the dirtling everyone wants to see. You know, here in 2025, Legacy players just still want to brainstorm and fetch. I was mentioning this on a recent stream. Brainstorm, fetch. That's all they really care about, you know? Everything else going on is noise.
Go ahead.
My watch thinks I'm yelling right now.
Put Force of Will back in my hand.
Sure.
Okay, Tameo picks up Force of Will. There's a Tameo now on the other side of the battlefield. Ponder. Mark is setting up some defenses, it seems. Ponder shuffle. Didn't see what we want on top of the deck.
You like Final Fantasy?
I do like Final Fantasy.
You can tell by
I don't know.
Storms and you playing Planisphere.
Yeah.
All right, Mark is a Final Fantasy fan. Well, we found one, right? We were talking about a couple of weeks ago. We don't think anyone even likes Final Fantasy, but there you go. There's a Final Fantasy fan. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Draw.
Universes Beyond. Thanks a lot, Mark. Mark says I don't like it. I'm just a fan. Yeah.
You got it?
Shadow Back Street. It's very smart of me.
All right, Tameo attacking on Gabe's side, making a clue. What is that?
No, I was still have to do this. File? Recruiter?
All right, now Gabe will ponder.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Ponder shuffle. Shuffling, drawing cards, looking at the top cards of the deck. This is what Legacy players like, believe it or not.
I'll draw off my...
They think this is fun.
Play this lands. Fetch.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then 1, 2, 3. Try to cast a Skyclave.
Okay.
Target the channeler.
Cuts. We'll draw off the clue.
Yep.
And then
I did. Sorry.
last 2 cards.
All right, cracking a clue. I think Tameo's about to flip. Tameo versus Tameo. What a flavor fail.
Well, cast a ponder.
Find your land, yeah?
Got
Yeah.
you at
Let's go.
25.
Oh, beautiful. You love to see it.
So Tameo with 4 loyalty on Gabe's side, 1 loyalty on Mark's side. The Tameo race favors Gabe right now.
Take Tameo up to 3. Yep. Play a Flooded Strand.
We've never had a game on stream where both players ultimate Tameo. Will we see that on today's stream, chat?
Attack number 2.
23.
Pew Pew bringing Dragon Ball into the conversation. You know what? We're not talking about other IPs on stream anymore, okay? I've had it.
That's Thoughtseize.
Here's a Thoughtseize.
2 reanimations.
Reanimate, Animate Dead, Polluted Delta.
The Animate Dead.
Sure.
All right, taking Animate Dead. Animate Dead gone. If both players ultimate Tameo in this game, this match will make history.
That's it. This is over my hand still. Go ahead.
It might be on like the highlight reel of best matches of all time. With that one where the guy casts Char and then Lightning Helix. And then this one.
Yep.
Oh man. What are we why are we here? I don't know. All right, here's a Ponder Shuffle. What's another best match of all time, chat?
Play bleed.
Yep.
Plus 10.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, Tameo up to 8 loyalty on Gabe's side. Marks is currently at 5.
That's the one. That's the one I want.
Card to watch out for here, by the way. Being serious for a moment, if players are thinking about ultimating Tameo, is Bowmaster. I don't know if you've ever seen an ultimate Tameo and then a Bowmaster in response, but that could be catastrophic, as you can imagine.
You know this. I will pay 3 to
Are you gonna Ponder?
Sure.
Tameo minuses, picking up Ponder. Interesting.
Activate the vial.
Looking for a way to defeat this Tameo, I guess. Prevent the ultimate. Ponder Shuffle.
And target these 3.
Ooh, this is going to be tight. Mark in the chat saying desperately looking for Bowmaster.
Yep.
Tricky. I mean, if you're Gabe, you have to be careful here. Only Reanimate and an unknown card in hand. If you do ultimate here, you could lose the game to a Bowmaster, as what I was saying a moment ago. Here's Undercity Sewers. Gabe is going to surveil.
For now.
If you're sitting in Gabe's seat right now, we don't know the unknown card, obviously. Surveil to land into the yard. Are you going to ultimate? He's going for it. Ooh!
I want to
Not winning that game if it does not happen.
Bowmaster got him!
Containment Priest. I've heard the word containment priest and Stoneforge a lot today.
Boom!
on this deck here tonight.
Nice.
Big meta share.
It is unusually large.
It's the new.
Round of applause, chat. Bowmaster took it out.
Limit 6.
Call an ambulance, yeah. Got him.
Okay.
3 games?
Let's go.
Just asking.
Find out.
Well, no, I'm asking.
That was the last card off Pondle Shuffle? That's incredible.
No.
Asking me if I want to concede. And
No. I'm not going to ask you before the game. It's a good play.
Do you want to go to game 3?
You want to go to game 3?
Island Tameo.
Yep.
All right, there's a Tameo. So Mark won the Tameo war in game 1. Pretty epically, I would say. Now Gabe is going to surveil here on end step.
That would be really funny just to mess with somebody after game 2. Like, you want, all right, go to game 3. They're like, yes, nice.
Can we play another one, please?
Players sound like they're having fun. This was a serious tournament.
Play a Dolphy Voidwalker.
Oh my days.
I know, right?
That's in.
Well, you're going to do
Dorothy Voidwalker is in. Yeah, confirmed. Tameo buyback Ponder better than Tameo Ultimate. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to fetch to 19. I'm going to get Plains. Oh my day. What is?
I don't know what that is.
They broke it.
Yeah, swords and pleasures.
All right, they fixed it. Fetching now.
Yes, it is. You have a forward strand. I actually have a void counter.
What?
It's a piece of obsidian that I use as a void counter. I just keep it in my dice box.
It's pretty cool.
A piece of obsidian. People, pay attention to the stream. A piece of obsidian to use as a void counter. Incredible effort here from Mark.
Find out if you have days and pass the turn.
All right, Prismatic Ending took out the Void Walker in case anybody missed that. Gabe makes a land drop. Still Tamio alive on the other side. Making clues, causing problems. There were people laughing in the background. I think they were playing like Flesh and Blood or something on the other side of the room.
He's in.
Block.
All right, Brazen Borrow's going to try and block Tamio here. Seems like we're going to blocks. Tamio will die in combat. Ouch! Yeah, that's definitely a Flesh and Blood player in the back. All right, there's a ponder from Mark. Ponder shuffle happening again.
I think mighty gun.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna fetch.
And run.
Yep.
That's done. I will play this Mystic Sanctuary tap to pass.
Sure.
All right, Mystic Sanctuary comes in tapped.
Ponder.
Ponder.
Ryan noticing Gabe coughed and will be escorted out. Yeah, after this match, actually, we did kick Gabe out. He was kicked out. Sorry, Gabe.
Okay.
Can you heard me? Sure.
Master?
All right, Tamio, and then passing the turn, end step fetch, maybe Surveil. Legacy.
Cities.
Turn it back. Go ahead.
I was saying earlier, like, Legacy players looking at the top card of the deck, shuffling, drawing cards, shuffling, looking at the top card of the deck. This is what they like. It's unbelievable. All right, here's Brazen Borrower attacking. Not going to stay back on defense for Tamio. Entomb. Uh-oh.
Force pitching a Kaito.
Good to counter Entomb. Now reanimate, targeting, I'm not sure what.
Have a Tamio.
Tamio, okay.
Take one. So
Yep.
And
that's a card.
Play away stands.
Yep. Instead, take a clue.
Yep.
Now, for anyone wondering, if Gabe flips this Tamio, it's not going to end up on his side, so that's not something Gabe likely wants to do. But it could still make some clues.
And
Yep.
Insecure. Combat.
Yep. I'll blow.
Clue. Block. They say hi to each other.
Yeah, no Kaidos right now.
Pass turn.
Combat.
Key part of Tamio's text is that when you draw your third card in a turn, exile it, then return her to the battlefield under her owner's control. That would be Mark. So if you're Gabe, you don't want to flip this thing.
Go ahead.
Instead fetch.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. City Sewers.
Surveil. Gabe potentially with an opportunity here to cut off black. Let's see if he takes it. With Wasteland, that is. Probably going to wait till after the Surveil resolves. And potentially take action. We'll see.
Yep.
Do that on top.
Putting Pelly go to your turn in the waste too.
Yep.
All right, takes out the Surveil land before untap. Makes sense. Keep Mark off a color. Attacking with Tamio. Mark immediately cracks a clue. This is it back. Mark's life total is getting a little low here.
The Brazen Bar.
Nah, activate
Float of
well.
blue invades.
All right, swords on the Brazen Borrower gets dazed, so Brazen Borrower is going to continue taking chunks out of Mark's low life total.
Gonna target this.
That's unfortunate.
Go to combat.
It's possible if you're Mark, if you're in Mark's seat, you want to just take the damage, pass back to your turn, and then with the ability to play around daze fire off that swords. We'll see.
Here comes Philia.
Mark at 5. Gabe's not going to have Lightning Bolt, but we are running out of time.
Then. Yeah, instead this guy will come back.
And if you're Mark, you do have to be careful of cantripping here. Potentially a Bowmaster could be game over.
Stoneforge Mystic.
Sure.
Stoneforge Mystic making its first appearance in this match. What are we looking for?
And I'm gonna pass the turn.
That's the one that's a detention suit, right?
It like
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Assimilation Aegis. It could be a way to stop Brazen Borrower.
Put you to 2.
I will block.
That is fine.
Okay, you're going to chump block Brazen Borrower here. Protect the life total a bit.
I'll play a Tamio. I'll keep the Tamio.
Okay, now Gabe will play his own Tamio. Legendary rule, keep his own. Not the worst.
I will cast this brainstorm.
You have a Brainstorm.
All right, then getting to Brainstorm, flip his own Tamio. Not bad, not bad.
And this, in that order, trigger flip my Tamio.
Yep.
It was a little awkward. The turn after I reanimated your Tamio, I drew a brainstorm. I was like, I can't cast this. I'll plus.
Does it come back?
Yeah, Gabe talking about what I was talking about before. The turn after he reanimated Mark's Tamio, he apparently drew a Brainstorm and was like, I can't cast this.
Risky for me
To do that.
get the Tamio.
Tamio up to 4.
Prepare with
Ooh, Baragorn, that's a good one.
fetch. Some lands.
Attack number 2.
All right, fetches another Underground Sea.
Sigo.
I'll cast a Ponder.
You have Ponder?
Yeah, that's good.
Go.
Attack.
Work out. There go.
So we know about Assimilation Aegis in hand.
Sure.
Assimilation Aegis?
Okay, Aegis comes in. It's going to exile the Baragorn. Brazen Borrower remains.
Brainstorm?
Sure.
All right, now Brainstorm. Dealt with one problem. Brazen Borrower still on the board. 5 life. Nothing to chump block. Gabe thankfully tapped out here, so I don't have to worry about Bowmaster for this Brainstorm. Good time for a Brainstorm. Found a swamp now. So Mark has been cut off from black for quite a while. That could matter a lot here.
A little draw.
Great.
I will go to combat and attack you for 3.
That might have unlocked some plays for Mark's following turn. Mark's dropping to 2, though.
Buy back in 2.
Buying back in Tomb with Tamio.
Cast Entomb, and I will force a will to 1.
Force a will to 1. In Bowmaster ping range now is Mark, but have to do it. Crack a clue, draw a card. Sure, both players know that Bowmaster ends the game here. Potentially.
Go.
Yeah. Untap. Draw.
So the Paraguay on Mark's side is exiled by Assimilation Aegis. It's in exile. It's not on the board. The Aegis is sitting under it.
Yeah.
Well,
Kind of neat if it equips to something that creature will be a Paraguay. Could allow Mark to gain some life. Could be a play here.
Cast a Bowmaster.
Sure.
Ping.
Bowmaster to kill Brazen Borrower could be huge right now. Tamio's currently at 1 loyalty. And it minus, so Stoneforge could attack it and kill it. Pretty sure. Okay, so equipping the Aegis to the Stoneforge.
So it's a Barrowgrave now?
So Stoneforge Mystic is now Barrowgrave.
Does it have the mana cost of Barrowgrave?
Yeah, it becomes a copy of it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does that fetch?
Alright.
Alright, sounds like Gabe has a fatal push for this Stoneforge Mystic / Barrowgrave. Mike has arrived in the chat. I'm late. Sorry. Everyone doing well. We are doing well, Mike. And you are late, but it's okay. When you have a tier 2 badge, you can arrive late. It's not a big deal. Everybody else has to be on time. And Mike has the red gifter badge. I mean, we're not going to give Mike a hard time.
And
Mark's life total is still under threat here. That Stoneforge getting eliminated hurt. Thoughtseize. Let's see what we're holding. Containment Priest, Swords, Cauldron Complete. Some good cards. Cauldron Complete might be the choice here. Oh, but Stoneforge is gone. Well, hold on. Let me think about this a moment longer. Aegis can equip to something again and attack next turn. Tamio's in trouble.
Take this.
Containment Priest might be the choice. I don't know. Alright, taking Swords. Light at 90 says, I like the lands on the left player side. They match very well together. Alright, good reviews are coming in for Gabe's lands so far. So far, today's stream is going really well, I have to say.
It's like kind of ironic that like now it's standard season. It would be really nice to do all this stuff.
Oh, please.
So Cauldron Complete and Containment Priest in hand. Swords was chosen with that Thoughtseize. Swords could potentially also save Mark's life if a Bowmaster is drawn by Gabe. That might be a consideration here.
Quick Orc Army. Sure. That makes more
Okay, now the Orc Army is going to become a copy of Barrowgrave by Assimilation Aegis attaching itself to it.
You tick Tamio.
It's pretty gross.
Okay, then I will attack Tamio with Orc Army / Barrowgrave.
Timio will die. You gain 4.
Creature instant.
Sorcery.
And sorcery. Yeah.
That's it. I don't have my enemy pet in the graveyard.
All right, gaining 4 life. That was a big swing here. That was a very important attack to take out Tamio and to get above 1 life.
Wow, it could be nice.
It's crazy. Containment Priest because I had a 2 mana. Dead, I think.
Containment Priest, stop the Entomb, Reanimate. It seems like Gabe's kind of giving up,
Yeah, I think I got it.
but not conceding yet.
1, 2, 3. So, oh wait, that should have been 5 actually, because of the 1/1 counter.
Yeah, but I had Tameo plus.
Tameo had plus. It should not have been 5. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the players might be forgetting, Monkbot in the chat pointing this out. I missed this as well. The Orc army, which is now a Barglyph, still has a +1/+1 counter on it, and that might be getting missed. I didn't hear what they said as far as the amount of types are in the yard. Attracts are getting put into the graveyard right now with Entomb. Great catch by the chat, though.
Brainstorm into animate dead plus removal.
Okay, so the player Mark is Mark in the chat saying that they did see that, but it had canceled out by Tameo's plus ability.
I am dead. GG's dead.
Good game.
Gabe has conceded. Great match. Esper Stoneblade, pretty good. GG's. GG's. Wow. Well, I was told the Reanimator deck was S tier and that it had a 79% win rate and that it's 68% of the meta and all that stuff. And then Esper Stoneblade just beat it. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore, you know? All right, stick around for a raid, everybody. Stick around for a raid. We will see everybody very soon. Make sure you're in the Discord. That's how you'll know when we're live. And that's it. Peace out.